Hello again, animal figure collectors. So today we're going to talk about the king cobra a little bit more. It's called the Ophiophagus henna. Anyways, this brand here called Animal Heavenly Body, they make a lot of different cartooned animals. This is wave number 5 and it's all about snakes, but they have 20 different waves. Fish, chameleons, turtles, tortoises, all sorts of animals. Quite interesting. I'm not going to collect all of them, just the ones that I think look cool. I'll be honest with you, snakes freak me out. I've never had a pet snake. I remember catching a garter snake as a kid and it bit me in the finger. And they're just freaky animals. But I decided to get a king cobra, or I think that's what's in this box. Sorry I spoke about that in a previous toy review, but I found this tree hugger article. The largest king cobra was measured 18 feet long. So it's also the ribs for the hood here. Let me hit focus for the screen here. Neurotoxin. They're cannibals. They eat other snakes, so that's good if snakes freak you out. They make nests. The mongoose eats them. They use sound. Long lifespans. Doesn't really say how many years, though. That's kind of silly, right? I think I read somewhere that these things can go up to 12 miles per hour. So if you're not fast or fit, that thing will run you down and bite you. If you're Usain Bolt, you don't need to worry. That guy can go 28 miles per hour, apparently, according to the internet. Alright, continuing on with the toy here. Some Chinese stuff there. It's a really strong box. So, I highly doubt it's damaged. It's probably used because I think this is out of production if they're on wave 20 already and this is wave 5. So if you can read Chinese, you can probably actually learn about the snake, but I cannot, so I guess this is snake number 8 in the collection. Okay, so the others mostly look like boas. Well, no, that looks like a rattlesnake. Those look like boas. But that, I don't know, those might not be. Maybe that's a black mamba. Not sure. Not so important right now. So we have this really nice, dense, like foam you'd find like in electronics shipped packaging. I guess if you're trying to prevent something from breaking, this box is very effective. Doesn't seem too wasteful with the foam. It just seems like it's at the same time a very expensive piece of packaging that I think a lot of people don't need, because I'm not going to display it in that box. Okay, well, dimensionally, let's see what we have here. I would say roughly height-wise it's like 62 millimeters, maybe 2.5 inches. The largest footprint may be 70 millimeters, or I guess that's more than 2 3/4. It's all resin, or some sort of plastic, and it's solid. It feels like it would be solid. It's kind of heavy. So let's take a closer look here. I've never picked up a cobra. I never intend to. So I have to assume this is what the bottom of one looks like. Maybe just, proportionally it's a little bit squished and fatter being a cartoon rendition. But decent enough scaling here, it's 3-dimensional. It's not a print. It's not a flat surface at all. It actually is a 3-dimensional surface. And then going up here, we have different types of scales, these overlapping diamond kind of plates. And they're quite large on the bottom, but they get smaller as you go up, and also as you get to the end of the tail. So there's a lot of work making the model of this. I don't know if it was hand sculpted or built in a CAD program, but either way, someone had to taper the size of these scales all the way down, right? That's impressive. Okay, looking at the top side here, we have some like light bands on it. It looks like it's been paint washed a bunch of times. Maybe it's been painted like a very light tan color, and then they maybe brush it with some darker colors, and then maybe a paint wash after that, if I had to guess, but I don't know for sure. I mean, there's a lot of different tones here. This is a little bit brown, a little more yellow, a tan, right? This seems to be more orangey up at the top of or maybe that's a brown paint wash at the top. And then, yeah, looking again at the scales, how they change shape. Very large, and then just giant plates up here. So the eyes, yeah, they seem pretty nice. There's multiple colors going on. The black iris, this yellow band, or maybe the no, black pupil. This little band is the iris, and then maybe that's a sclera. But I don't know if that's a scratch. I think that is a scratch. Yeah, I can feel that. So that's unfortunate. It's a used toy. This side is much better. So I got a scratched eye. Oh well. The nostril has a little bit of a recess there. No black paint though. Same in here. You'd think they'd have a little pink or something in there. But nope. Different shaped plates here, scales. Yeah, some brown here. Yeah, it looks like a fingerprint here. A fingerprint mark is on that brown, so someone touched it at the factory as it was drying. This side's not so bad. Alright, well, unfortunately this is the price this is what happens. You buy used things, but I don't have a time machine. I can't go back and buy a new one. So it's gonna have to do. I have no idea what these cost when they were brand new. If anyone has collected these since day one, let everyone else know what the original price was. If I had to guess, it'd probably be $10, maybe $15. I paid a lot more than that though. Okay. Alright. I do have two other snakes. This is another king cobra, but this is just much cool. It's a much cooler cobra, literally. He's got sunglasses and is smoking a cigar. So that one actually makes me laugh. This actually looks a little too realistic. I mean, the head, I guess, is really large in proportion to its body, and I guess it's not as long as it should be, but it just looks too realistic to me, whereas this is just outright funny, humorous, right? So here's another one. This is like a Tibet hot spring snake, and it's got a towel on it. It's chilling out in the hot springs, right? So again, very funny. I think Mizuriku or something is the brand that made these. These are definitely lower quality as far as the sculpting and the paintwork goes. Like this is actually a matte finish. These two are quite glossy. They just look a little bit cheaper, more toy-like, which I guess they all are. So I don't think I'm gonna, right now, collect any more snakes, because again, they kind of freak me out. It's just that I've seen a king cobra at a snake farm, and it left an impression in my mind. It was a very large snake in person, so knowing how dangerous these things are, I guess that's why I wanted to buy this somewhat more friendly appearance of that snake. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next animal review. Bye.